I'm so done with dating. I'm so done with casual dating. I'm so done with trying to find the love of my life. Like, bro, I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. And these men in 2026 are not doing it for me.
Dating in 2026 is so ghetto, and I'm going to continue standing 10 toes on that until I'm proven otherwise.
Did you know that 78% of men don't approach women anymore?
Looking into the dating pool right now, we see many women searching for their Prince Charming, but a lot of men aren't stepping up simply because the quality of modern women today is just not it for them.
That they're no longer approaching girls, they're not asking girls out, and I don't know, I guess they're just hiding in their rooms.
So you're 23 and you're opting out of dating because women all hate men. And there is an abundance of men in the comments of this video saying this.
I'm literally shaking because I just left the day where a guy was like, if you're not gonna go home with me, I'm not gonna pay for the check.
The number one thing that confuses me about dating right now is that it feels like a lot of guys like me, but they don't want me. Like, they're physically attracted to me. They might like talking to me. They like all my stories and everything on Instagram. They might send me a DM every so often, but no one wants to actually make an effort to create something substantial with me. No one wants to make any sort of commitment. No one wants to plan dates. And I feel like I'm in such a weird period. Sorry, there were people, but it just feels like I'm in a weird holding period with a lot of these guys who are definitely breadcrumbing me, stringing me along, making me think that they're eventually going to make an effort. I just have to give it time and I can't rush anything. There was one certain guy that we had been on 2 dates. They went really well. We were talking, we were FaceTiming, and I tried to plan a third because he hadn't yet. And it had been 2 weeks since we had seen each other. So I tried to plan a third and he told me that he thought I was forcing it, and he was like, it'll just happen, let it happen, like, when we can see each other. I'm like, plans just don't happen out of thin air. Someone has to plan it, and clearly you're not. So I was told I was forcing it. So, I don't know, it's very confusing to be liked by many, but wanted by none. And it's kind of sad.
Attention is not the same as interest, and she's confusing the two. When men say she's forcing it, what they're really reacting to is pressure. It doesn't even have to be intentional. It's in the tone, the pacing, the way she's trying to lock something down before genuine attraction has had time to build. To a man, that reads less like confidence and more like urgency. And urgency kills desire fast. Her real problem isn't that men aren't around her. It's that none of them are choosing her. Maybe it's her energy. Maybe it's her past. Maybe it's how she comes across emotionally. Men don't always spell it out, but they feel it. And when a man genuinely likes a woman, he doesn't stall. That's why this hurts her ego so much. This is how dating looks for a lot of women today. They're struggling to find genuine desire, all because they've kept dating in the back burner.
I'm currently dating, and I hate it. I can't do it. I do not find any joy in having to get ready and having to go meet one more person where it's not going to lead to anything. I don't like that. I have been single for 2 years now, and officially dating for a year, and I've been on Hinge for a little bit over a year. Out of that 1 year, I've only really gone on 4 dates from that app, and it's just because I struggle so hard to just reply back because I'm so tired of the conversations that A, lead to nothing, and B, the mediocre replies, and just it's not my thing. But sadly enough, this is my reality, and this is what I have to do in order to find my husband, I guess, is to stay on the dating apps. Oh my gosh, I can't.
I know I can't be the only one. I just feel like women might not be for me.
Let me just say that the dating of lesbians, okay, is fucking trash, okay? It is absolutely fucking trash.
It makes me really frustrated and confused when I hear women talking about how they're just done with dating men and they're going to be a lesbian, and how their life would be so much better if they could just marry a woman whenever they're fed up with men or a man pissed them off. Because, babe, women can be just as bad as men.
This dang world for being a lesbian is so ghetto. When I say it's so ghetto, like it's ghetto as hell out here.
Hey, listen, I can't be the only lesbian, stud, whatever you want to call it, that is actually getting tired of dealing with women. I'm still very much so gay. I just am tired of dealing with women.
If even lesbian women are having issues dating other women, that tells you something. What these women are experiencing is something men have been dealing with for a long time. For years, men have talked about the difficulties of modern dating: mixed signals, lack of effort, unrealistic expectations, ghosting, and people constantly looking for something better around the corner. Now that more women are dating other women, some of them are starting to run into those same frustrations that men have been describing for years. When women date men, it's easy to assume that the problems in dating are caused by men. But when women date other women and run into similar issues, communication problems, flakiness, lack of commitment, emotional games, it starts to show that the challenges of dating might be deeper than simply blaming one side. Even when we look at the same-sex lesbian divorce rates, women divorce each other at a higher rate than heterosexual relationships.
Did you know that 78% of men don't approach women anymore? Here's why that's your advantage. Fear of rejection, fear of looking awkward or desperate, which means if you're the one guy who walks up, introduces himself, and could hold a conversation, you're not competing with anyone. So no, hot girls are not used to being approached. In fact, they are waiting on it. Comment approach for my comprehensive guide on how to master the approach like a natural.
Guys, I swear, dating in New York City is not for the weak. There are literally millions of single men out here, but like, where are they? Like, I am a lover girl. I just want some romance, and honestly, I'm not gonna find that on Tinder. Swiping all day is not gonna find me like a genuine connection. I did find this one called Hinge. It's more like personality based, so I might try that one out. I'll let you guys know how it goes, because I'm just trying to find some genuine love out here.
So they are so self-conscious about everything they do and say with the opposite sex that they're no longer approaching girls. They're not asking girls out. And I don't know. I guess they're just hiding in their rooms on their PS5s, becoming incels. So don't worry about the digital. Go analog. Look her in the eye. Ask her out. If she says no, that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. And my dad always said, you're never going to dance with the prom queen unless you tap her on the shoulder. So go tap someone's shoulder and then tap that ass.
This woman is subtly trying to shame men by calling them incels simply because they're choosing not to date. She's framing it as if men are just bitter, undesirable, or socially incapable, when in reality, many men are making a conscious decision to step away from the dating market. That's a very different thing from being an incel. An incel is someone who wants relationships but can't get them. What we're seeing now is a growing number of men who no longer see the benefit or value in participating in the current dating environment. She's also acting like men never approached women before, or that approaching women was never normal behavior in society. For decades, really for generations, men were expected to approach women, start conversations, risk rejection, and take on the responsibility of initiating relationships. That was the social norm. But what she ignores is how the cultural climate around that behavior has changed. For years now, men have been told things like, don't approach women in public, don't approach women at the gym, don't approach women at work. But of course, she won't mention that.
What the fuck is the dating culture nowadays? What is this new age of dating? Call me old-fashioned, call me traditional, call me boring, call me anything but past 10 p.m. and say, wanna come over? No? The fuck? This other guy, I was at him once when we were out, like, hey, like, I'd love to see you. Like, okay, great, like, what should we do? He asked me to walk around, like, the area that we live in, and we'll see what comes of it. It's like, no, I'm sorry, if we know each other, like I have no problem like doing that. That sounds really cute. If I don't know you and you're not like trying to like actively like court me, I have really high expectations. Like my grandpa was 1 out of 3 choices. He had to win over my grandma, and then he built her a house. So, step it up.
I'm so done with dating. I'm so done with casual dating. I'm so done with trying to find the love of my life. Like, bro, I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. And these men in 2026 are not doing it for me. They're just not. I don't know if it's LA. I don't know if it's the whole world, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and be single for the rest of my life, because every time I even try and step outside and go on a date, I realize how much effort I'm putting into something that does not put in effort ever. Like, I don't know what it is. Men in 2026, they want everything. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. Like, they don't want one person. They want a million of them. And then the best one to come, they'll drop you in a heartbeat. So that's how I feel about dating in 2026.
I understand her frustration, but it's hard to fully believe a lot of women who say things like this, because realistically, if commitment and family were truly the goal, many of them would have taken it seriously when they had the best odds of finding a good man. And no, this isn't every woman. There are exceptions, but patterns matter. She says she's done with casual dating, done trying to find the love of her life because of these men. And that's where the disconnect really shows. By blaming men as a group and insinuating they're all not good, she avoids the harder question: why are these the only men she keeps ending up with? At some point, if the same outcome keeps repeating, it's not just bad luck. It's selection, it's tolerance, it's the environment she put herself in and the behaviors she accepted or rewarded. Saying, "I'm done with casual dating," after years of casual dating, doesn't erase the consequences of that phase. You don't just opt out of a system once it stops working in your favor and expect a completely different result overnight.
I couldn't help but to say that low-quality men are the ones that blame the women the most. The ones that lack accountability, the ones that lack responsibility, lack communication, lack mutual effort. Because tell me if I'm wrong, a woman that loves a man so much does not just give up just like that. She keeps on trying until she can no longer tolerate the disrespect, the lack of accountability, the lack of communication, and the lack of mutual effort.
What? You mean they're not celebrating? Well, that's a radical change of pace, and I must say it's pleasant to see. Because here we have 2 attractive women surrounded by thousands of men, and they're actually disappointed that they're not being approached or hit on by any of these men. And I think that we all need to recognize who is mainly responsible for this. A small minority of women that don't like men, because they have been telling individuals that they don't want men to approach them, that they want men to leave them alone, and that in fact men aren't lonely enough. Well, this is a message to those women, that small minority of women that dislike men. There are a lot of women that actually think reasonably and rationally and do respect men and actually want men to approach them. And yeah, I'm sure you're going to call them names, but most of us don't care what you have to say.
Seeing these 2 women posting this video and feeling offended because they weren't approached by men in a place full of men is very telling. It shows how much some people still expect men to play the role of constant pursuers, even in a social climate where men have been repeatedly told that approaching women can be inappropriate, unwanted, or even labeled as harassment. Now, of course, not every woman hates being approached, but a lot of women have ruined it for the women who actually like to be approached. Over time, the loudest voices online have pushed the idea that a man simply walking up and starting a conversation is automatically creepy, intrusive, or disrespectful. And while that may apply in certain situations, the message often gets delivered in a very broad way that makes men feel like any attempt to approach could be interpreted negatively. I mean, For these women to post this clip, they must have wanted some level of male attention and felt disappointed when they didn't get it. If you're filming yourselves in a place full of men and then posting a video about how nobody approached you, that usually says something about the expectation going into that situation.
I'm a real man. I'm a provider. I want a wife. I want kids. I want da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's cool. That's actually exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. Let's play house for a little bit. Okay, ghosted. What?
This is so cringe to talk on the internet, but I have to get this out. Why is it that, like, you have a type? This is only going to be for a certain amount of people. You have a type, right? Your type is not good for you. You cannot have your type because your type is probably just your nervous system, what it's used to, and that shit's unhealthy as fuck. So, like, my type, in and out of jail, like, they might as well just pay the jail fucking rent because they got a cot waiting for them every other month. You know what I mean? Like, that is my type. They always are just little not okay. But then, so then people are like, oh, we'll try dating outside of your type. But then I'll try to date guys that are like wholesome and like normal and like, and then I sit with them and I'm like, I feel like I'm either intimidating you or I don't respect you for some reason. Like, what's that about? Like, and so I don't know, man. It's been 6 months, no dating, no talking stage, no DMing anybody. Like, just genuinely, I've been traveling. Every single month I've been going to a new state or a new city or something, just traveling. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, I really am losing connection with other people because I'm so isolated. I'm so alone. And so I have my girlfriends, right? And they're like, well, why don't you start dating again? Just to like meet people. It doesn't need to be that deep. Like, it just go out, meet people. This is really bothering me, but whatever. You don't really need to like, it doesn't need to be that deep, but like, I don't know. Then it's like, am I wasting their time? Like, dating is stressful.
Lady, dating isn't stressful for you because it's hard. It's stressful because of who you're choosing. You're not struggling to find men. You're struggling because you're consistently attracted to chaos. Criminals, unstable guys, men who live on edge, men who excite your nervous system but offer zero stability. That adrenaline gets mistaken for chemistry. The unpredictability feels like passion. The danger feels like depth. This woman is only 20, and we've seen this story play out over and over again. Many women who start here swear they're different, swear they'll time it right, swear they'll settle later. And years down the line, they almost always regret it. Not because men disappeared, but because their ability to pair bond with a healthy man eroded. She even admitted she tried dating the good guy, the one who was respectful, consistent, probably genuinely liked her. And what did she say? That she couldn't respect him. That tells you everything. Respect didn't come from his character, his discipline, or his intentions. It came from how much he triggered her emotionally.
I'm really sorry, I'm just not ready for a relationship right now. What do you mean you're not ready for a relationship right now? We met on a dating app.
Once a man asked me on a date for Thursday, and I said, great, do you have a time and place? And he said, after work at a park. And I said, do you have a specific park in mind and what time you get off work? And he responded with, you pick the park, I've already done too much here. We did not go out.
I think I've gotten stood up because I was supposed to go on a date tonight and I drove 40 minutes to this man's place and he texts me 10 minutes as I'm driving and he goes, oh, I'll let you know when to come because I'm talking to my family right now. Like, he was calling his family. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Like, I arrived and I was like, oh, okay, he'll just be on call with his family for a bit. Like, no biggie. 30 minutes fucking later, no text, no call, like, nothing after I say, oh, oops, I arrived early. He said, ha, for fuck's sake, I'm by the water. So I parked near the water, can't see this man. And Like at all. Like, mind you, like there's a lot of fucking water, so he could be anywhere. And 30 minutes goes by. No response. I text him and I say I say like, okay, this is like kind of ridiculous now. Can you text me back? And then nothing. Mind you, at this point, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stick this shit out because I wanna literally rage. It's been a fucking hour, guys. An hour, no text, no call. Mind you, I've tried to call him, attempted, nothing. Drier than my fucking cooch right now. I am so angry. I could actually be violent. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm expecting to see right now? I'm expecting to see him with another girl walk straight past me. Like, that's exactly what I'm, like, my mind is picturing right now. And I just want it to be true so I can go out there and strangle him. Anyway, I hope your night's better than mine because I think I might have to drive home. A 40-minute drive home. And mind you, this is like 20 minutes away from my work tomorrow. So that's just a big plus for me. So hope your night's going better than mine.
I gotta admit, that is actually a pretty messed up thing to do. Ghosting her after agreeing to meet up. There's no excuse for that. But this is exactly what happens when women keep messing with players. That's the outcome. Players don't operate with accountability. They don't feel obligated to follow through. Agreeing to meet doesn't mean intention to them. It just means keeping options open until something better comes along. And the sad part is, a lot of women walk straight into this pattern over and over again, hoping this time will be different. At the same time, this happens to good men as well. Men who are genuinely trying to date, who communicate clearly, make plans, show consistency, and still get ghosted. No explanation, no closure, just silence. The difference is, when it happens to men, nobody sympathizes. They're told it's normal, part of the game, or that they should have played it better.
You know, as single as I am, I actually am currently unavailable due to the fact that I'm getting over someone that I actually was never seeing. I'm just grieving the loss of what could have been.
Growing up in this generation, it's impossible to date a loser. I just don't even see how it could happen. With social media and what we can learn about men, your eyes are open. I didn't have that. We didn't have that, right? Back in the 90s, back in the 80s, no one was talking about red flags. The only thing you knew about relationships was what your girlfriends would tell you. And maybe your mom, if your mom talked to you about it, but most moms weren't talking about it. Last night I sat with two girls, 20 and 21. We talked for 2 hours about relationships and men. Those girls are so sharp, they're not letting a loser into their life. They know all the lingo, they know all the things to look for. And they were giving me a hard time about dating losers, and I'm like, girls, you don't get it. I didn't have the information that you two have. The only thing I asked myself was, is he cute? I didn't know about emotional intelligence. If he was close to his mom, I thought that was a good thing. But now, thanks to TikTok, if you're dating a loser, that's on you. Everyone's on here all the time yelling about all the things and all the reasons not to date him. It's like the whole world is looking out for one another in a way that we couldn't even have fathomed back then. Women all over the world are banding together and cheering for one another, warning one another. It's gotta really suck if you're a guy right now. There's no hiding.
Actually, a lot of women are letting a loser into their lives. You almost never hear them complain about the good guy. It's always the guy that's breaking their hearts, putting them through an emotional roller coaster, disappearing, coming back, and creating drama. That's the guy whose name keeps coming up in the stories. And that's something people rarely talk about honestly. Many times, the stable guy, the one who is consistent, respectful, and predictable, doesn't create the kind of chaos that keeps someone emotionally hooked. He shows up, communicates clearly, and doesn't play games. But because there's no drama attached to him, he often gets overlooked or labeled as boring. Meanwhile, the guy who is inconsistent, unreliable, or emotionally unavailable ends up becoming the center of the story. So this woman can lie all she wants. Majority of women today wants the players.
The next man I date, I expect a non-refundable deposit fee. Because I am so sick of playing these games. If I ain't gonna get nothing out of it, I'm gonna get something. I expect a deposit fee. Also, an application. I expect an application to be filled out with references, not your mommy and your daddy, and not your sister and your brother, and not your best friend. You better find somebody else as a reference.
I hate it when men are good people in like relationships and shit like that. You don't understand how hard it is to date a good guy and then it not work out for whatever reason. How am I supposed to get over you if I can't hate you? I had this once, like it wasn't a situation, we were dating. I had to move away basically. And I still think about this man. It's been like 5 months. And I was like, it ended so amicably. And I'm just like, I still think about him, bro. Be more dickish. I need guys to be more dickish when things are ending because, like, it's so much easier to get over you when you're a dick. Okay, thanks.
Yo, dating in 2024 is a fucking dumpster fire. Like, it's a fucking dumpster fire. Like, it's so weird. Like, it's like when I tell people that are like in relationships what it's like out here, bro, they can't even begin to imagine the fucking cesspool that exists in this dating world. It's all about like who could be more nonchalant, who could care less, who could be the first one to text or the last one to text. I ain't texting. It's all about fucking egos, bro. And it's like, it's fucking delusions, egos, and everything in between. Like, and it just like, and I'm not, this is not even like women, men. This is just like people in general. Like, they just fucked up in the head. Like, it's such a hard world to live in right now and be a genuinely good person. I was talking to somebody yesterday, like, I'm about to start being a bitch because the dudes love the bitches, like, and it's crazy to me. And I'm like, but you know what? It takes so much effort to be something I'm not. You feel me? Like, I don't get me wrong. I can be if you do something grimy to me, but off rip, just being that way, that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover girl through and through. And it's like, yo, y'all really just drain the lover out of somebody. Like, just drain them. And I get why people become so fucking cold because it's like, bro, like, it don't take nothing but honesty. And that's the shit that gets me, bro. I be in so many, like female like groups or whatever like that, and again I'm sure this men are talking about the same thing, but like it's all about honesty, bro. If you tell 9 out of 10 girls, if you're honest with them and you told them all you wanted to do was smash, I bet you they still fuck with you. I bet you they still, if they was gonna fuck with you anyways, they'd have fucked with you anyways, regardless if you said that or not. So why not just be honest? Like, it's nothing but, it's okay to be honest. It's like a lot of y'all want the benefits of somebody being invested in you, but then don't want the commitments, don't want nothing else. It's real weird out here, bro. And some of y'all move so funny, and I just think it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, especially if y'all have kids. It's crazy to me. Like, y'all really be playing with fire. Like, yo, listen. This shit is crazy. I mean, nothing in this world can make me double back and be with somebody that treated me like shit. Like, that's crazy too. But, like, honestly, like, yo, y'all be weird out here.
I understand her frustration. The reality is that dating for women who genuinely have good intentions is hard today because the dating pool is, quite honestly, toxic for many people. Not only are many people dealing with the illusion of endless options, but they're also dealing with a culture that encourages people to constantly keep looking for something better, even when they already have something good in front of them. And this is an issue for men also, who are looking for something serious. Social media and dating apps have made people feel like there is always another person just one swipe away. Because of that, some people never fully invest in the person they're with. Instead of building something meaningful, they keep one foot out the door. On top of that, there's also a lot of emotional unavailability in the dating pool. Many people are carrying baggage from past relationships, unresolved trauma, or trust issues that they bring into new situations. That creates an environment where even people with genuine intentions end up dealing with partners who aren't emotionally ready for something real.
I mean this wholeheartedly when I say that I am opting out of dating in 2026. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, I'm going to be a lot more self-centered, and I think that's something that I've been lacking because I've always been putting that time into someone else. These are just kind of the reasons why I'm choosing not to date in the year of 2026, and to be quite frank, it might be longer than that. I tried the whole long distance thing. Not for me. That was probably one of like the scariest situations I've ever been in. Quite humbling. 2025 has been just such a weird year.
They are not in it, baby girl. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to lie to you? Is that what you want me to do? You want me to lie to you? You want me to tell you that no mixed signals just means that he's a bit shy? Is that what you want me to say to you? Oh, he's just very shy. You know, he's been hurt before. Stay there. Stay there. Keep giving your feminine energy. Give him your whole life force, you know, and just sit there and wait patiently until he decides that actually he does want a relationship. Is that what you want me to say to you? You know I'm always going to keep it real on here. Mixed signs means get the hell out there. I don't know who needed to hear this, but somebody needed to hear that. Mixed signs means get the hell out there. Trust me, you don't want to stick around. All right, people who give mixed signals are people who have time to waste. And baby girl, I'm not going to let somebody waste your time. If somebody wants your time, they have to pay for it. All right, tell him book a slot. Stop doing that. We don't do that anymore.
See, I kind of agreed with her up until that point. The moment she said, if someone wants your time, they've got to pay for it. That's where it completely falls apart. And the problem isn't just that she believes it. It's that she's preaching this nonsense to other women like it's wisdom. That mindset turns dating into a transaction. It frames men as wallets and women as services. And once you introduce that dynamic, you've already poisoned the foundation. Because the men who are actually serious about relationships don't want to feel like they're renting access to someone's presence. They want mutual interest, mutual effort, mutual respect. Ironically, that belief filters out the very men she claims to want. Good men hear, pay for my time, and think, so what happens when money isn't enough? Or, am I valued for who I am or what I can provide? Those men walk away quietly.
Many women I know have started dating women. 62% of men, right? Under 30 not trying to date. What's happening?
Okay, I saw another creator on this app talk about this. But she was basically saying how like women who really, really hate men make the best wives and girlfriends, and I'm here to confirm because here's the thing. Okay, girls who hate men don't need male validation. They don't care about it. We want you to fucking go away. So if you lock down a girl that like truly hates men, just know you are the only man around. You're the only man for her, like in her vicinity, because she barely likes you. Like you just passed, okay? So if you got in, just know you're the only one that got in. Like, it's undeniable. Where women who need male validation.
Yeah, I never understood that logic, and I still don't understand it. These women are saying that women who hate men make the best wives and girlfriends, but at the same time, those same women are still dating men. That's where the contradiction starts to show. The reasoning they give is that these women supposedly make better partners because they're not seeking male validation. But if someone is actively dating men, being in relationships with men, or even talking about becoming a wife or girlfriend, then by definition there is some level of male validation involved. Another thing that doesn't make sense is the idea that hating the very group of people you want to build a relationship with somehow makes you a better partner. In most cases, relationships work best when there's respect, appreciation, and a basic level of goodwill between both people. Starting from a mindset of resentment or hostility toward the other person's gender doesn't exactly create the foundation for a healthy relationship. The reality is, women who hate men are a headache to deal with in a relationship. They end up being a thorn at a man's side.